This just might be the absolute biggest mismatch in the first round of the NHL playoffs that we have ever seen. I'm talking about the Colorado Avalanche versus the LA Kings. Why is this such a mismatch? First of all, Colorado at home, absolutely dominant. It is a no-joke dominance. LA on the road, they are extremely, extremely vulnerable. Why? Because they cannot stop a power play. They haven't figured it out yet. Their power play, their penalty kill on the road this year, 70.3% since January 1st. And why are we looking from January 1st on? Simply because we don't care what teams were doing back in October and November. It doesn't matter. Let's look at the most recent data set that we can. And when we start doing this, Robbie, what is this? Am I wrong? Am I seeing this wrong? Is this not a huge mismatch?
No, this is David versus Goliath, but the outcome's different. Goliath beats David in this one. And to your point, Colorado at home, an absolute machine. Colorado in offense, absolute machine. Goaltending, machine. Defense, there's four guys that can play that top position on their defense. Like they're nasty. They're a nasty team. The only thing, and it's because it's a curse, it's a well-known curse, they won the President's Trophy. Now that is a bad omen. Maybe not for this series. Not for this series, but that's a bad omen going further.
I would be interested. You know what? And that's an excellent point, because I would love to know of all the President's Trophy winners. Because if I'm correct, none of them have gone on to win the Stanley Cup, correct?
Not in recent years. Not in recent years. And it seems like it makes the team play weird in the playoffs. The recent memory, it's close to heart. Preds won the President's Trophy in 2018. We squeaked by this Colorado. I think it was Colorado in the first round. This was before they got really good. Second round, we went up against Winnipeg and lost in 7. Did not look like anything resembled the same team that played in the regular season.
So I guess my question would be, and that's something that I will absolutely dig up because I think it's such a great nugget, is how far, what's the furthest a President's Trophy winner has gone on in recent memory into the playoffs, right? I knew it was the Rangers a couple years ago, and they got absolutely smoked in the second round.
The Jets, I feel like the Jets were right there as well, and then they ended up losing in the first or second round. I can't remember. I really can't remember the last team that actually went that far into the thing. But it's just like the Madden curse. You hate to see your favorite player get on the cover of Madden because an ACL tear isn't coming. No fan base wants this trophy. They're like, oh, no, we'll settle for second place.
Gotcha. Well, let's talk about Colorado at home, because Colorado, you talk about the Colorado Avalanche, they have absolutely been smothering opposing teams at home. They're 26-9-6 at home. Of those 26 wins, 25 of them have come within regulation time. They beat teams in the first 60 minutes in 25 of the 26 wins that they have at home this season. What does LA have to do to be competitive in this?
I mean, LA, you got Panarin. You got Artemi Panarin. That helps. It definitely helps you out, especially on the line with Adrian Kempe. You keep going down the line, though, you've got like Quentin Byfield and Alexis Lafreniere is another guy. After that, there's not much left. Like, there's really just not a lot left. You've got Kopitar, who's in his last postseason he'll play, and he's going to retire at the end of the year. And then you look at their goaltending. They finally got smart and put Forsberg in over Kemper. Kemper has not been great at all. Forsberg has been good. I don't think he's beat Colorado good, though.
Yeah, and to your point, Darcy Kemper has really fallen off. When he started this season, he was an absolute beast, especially at home, as far as, and I'm speaking strictly from a first period perspective, which is kind of my little niche. But he was dominant during the first period, and he is just not at all close to what he was to start the season. And so I agree, Forsberg is the better goalie right now for the Kings. But is Forsberg enough? I mean, you look at the lines here, right? You got Colorado to win the series at minus 450. You've got to take them at this point. You've got to take them at minus 2.5 just to get to playable odds to win the series by at least 3 games. I mean, the books are saying, hey, this is going to be a 4-1 at best 4-1 series.
And I agree. I do think LA could sneak up on them, maybe win one at home, but I don't see it going past 5. I don't see it going past 5 games at all. And you got to look at LA too. To start the year, they weren't as good offensively. It seemed like they couldn't get it going. DJ Smith comes in, he takes over the team after they fired the previous head coach. Now the offense gets going. You get a little bit more offense production, but the defense, what little defense you had, it's completely gone as well. They like to play a fast-paced offense now. You're not going to be able to do that against Colorado. Like you're not going to be able to run your offense against them. They're too stout. There's too many players from lines 1 to 3.
And that's 5-on-5, right? When we look at a power play perspective, and LA cannot afford any penalties in this series, period, hands down. Their penalty kill is absolutely horrendous. They are the second worst penalty kill with at 70.3 since January 1st. So it's not like this has been a year long and they started out the season bad. It's been bad and it hasn't gotten any better all season long. When you look at something like that, and then you see that Nathan MacKinnon to be the point leader in this series, is that even money? Is that impossible to not play?
I say yes because you have so many other guys with it. Like Nate Dogg, it can take over a series. He's one of the best players in the NHL.
Right.
But you've got Brock Nelson, who's there. You got Martin Necas, who's there. Arturi Lakinen's there. Landeskog's there. Oh, and then you got Cale Makar, who not only plays defense, but he's really great on offense as well. Who's probably, if they do get on the power play, he's going to chip in at least an assist or a goal from it. So there's just so many weapons that at plus 100, it's good odds for Nathan MacKinnon. I probably wouldn't take it just because it's the playoffs. A lot of these other names, for whatever reason, my head goes to Brock Nelson. I feel like this is going to be a time when you see Brock Nelson really come out of his shell and really take over some games. I don't know why. This is just an instinct, but I feel like Brock Nelson might be one of the guys to look at for a prop. I bet his number is really good too.
Yeah, and this is one of those series where I do think if we see first of all, do you have Colorado? How far do you have Colorado, excuse me, advancing into the playoffs?
So I have 2 different brackets. One bracket, I have them going all the way, and I have them winning it. The other bracket, I have them getting put out by Dallas in the next round. So it really dictates that next series with Dallas for me. I think if you can get by Dallas, because or Minnesota, say Minnesota wins. If you can get by that one, I think you have a cleaner shot. I know Edmonton's still probably going to be lurking, but at the end of the day, I just look at offense and defense, goaltending. They're head and shoulders above everybody else as far as consistent. Looking at the lines, they have the most pieces to win.
So you're saying that your pick to win the Stanley Cup this year is Colorado?
It's who I've said, I think, since the All-Star break, since the middle of the season. I'm going to keep rolling with it. I'm just going to keep rolling with it.
Listen, I think they get as far as the Stanley Cup. I just think that they don't have an answer for Buffalo. That's all I'm saying. I'm here for it. If it comes down to that series, go Sabres, because I'm not cheering for the Avalanche. With that, look, if you want more of this, make sure you're tuned in to the Weekday Wagers, where we go live Monday through Friday at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, where Rob, myself, DG, we're breaking down the board for the day, giving you our best bets, our insights, and all the data and projections that we get from JustinStatSports.com. Make sure you're tuning in every single afternoon. We'll see you there.